morning, it's Saturday, and we're on it again. Bit of stew from last night. I missed the beginning because I was bathing Thomas, and for some reason, my head was mush, and I thought you only were coming on at 9 o'clock. What the fuck happened there? I have no idea, Stu, but, you know, and Eka didn't even remind me, man. She's dancing in the kitchen, not going like, Stu's on, you're missing it, and I'm thinking, oh, I've got ages yet. So I didn't miss it, I could hear it, but I heard your voice, Stu, and then I thought, why is he speaking? He's not on yet, and then I thought, oh shit, he is. Eka doesn't like being on camera. Eka had a domestic last night. Daz, answer your phone, mate. She's sorry, she really is. I thought, give her a bollocking, mate. I said, don't fucking argue when you're drunk, woman. Worst thing you can ever do. You regret it. So he's sulking, probably I'm not answering his phone, and she's like, can I use your phone? Look at it. Not saying well, you know, that says it all, doesn't it? Like, right. Okay, so this is a transport update. Okay, ready for this one? So, loads of shit's gone on. You know this, right? And I haven't put a video on for a while because, to be honest, they drove me to the brink. And I was just on the verge of like, what am I doing? Because I was like, banging my head against a brick wall. But then, things started to happen. And somebody noticed and started to take notice that like, actually, what I was saying could actually cause a lot of shit to the LA. So I had a meeting with a guy. I'm not going to name names at the moment, but I met a guy who's a top boss type person of a department, and his understudy, who was a lady, and they sat with me last week and let me go. I also had Steve Allgate with me, Steve, who was brilliant, because he just, I think I told you about this anyway, but anyway, so I got my point across, and then I said, you need to tell the Mrs. Turton, sorry, I can't even say her name. Anyway, you know, we don't need to be talking about her at the moment. So, I said, tell her I'll bury her, right? She wants to mess with me, right? Whatever happens, right? I've been having to take my kid to school. I'm frigging knackered, right? And I can't do it anymore. And I'm gonna basically rip the fucking LA apart if I go to the press. Basically, Steve Allgate were brilliant because he turned around and went, you do realise if she goes to the press with this file, it will be catastrophic for the LA. Well, that's a word you don't use lightly, innit? You know what I mean? Anyway, so that happened. So from there, I got a social worker, which was great because I needed one really because I was going to ask for some extra help with Thomas. So this lovely social worker called Sarah has been assigned to us, and she's ace. She sorted out a package to get some help, and that's brilliant, right? So they're trying to put me up obviously and get around me, but that's fine, we can bring it on. I'll just keep having a thing in between. I'm getting there, right, I'm getting there. So, then, I said about a risk assessment. Now, they hadn't done a risk assessment on the bus for 5 years. So, I knew this, right. So immediately they had to do a risk assessment. So I met this risk assessment guy, and he was lovely, and he listened to me, and he wrote it all down, and he did a risk assessment for the bus, which was pretty damning. It was pretty damning because it was saying he's a danger to others, he's self-harms, he needs space, he needs regular driver, he needs regular escort, he needs regular time picking up, and all the things that he needs really, and he put it all in this risk assessment. So they looked at this risk assessment. Now my view is somebody went to Miss Turton and said we're in the shit, because she had stood by the first email that she'd sent saying I'm comfortable with this position, and basically calling me a liar when I said that my son had self-hurt. Anyway, so somebody's obviously gone and said to her, you're going to have to back down, woman, right? Now, I don't think she like that. But anyway, I get a phone call yesterday saying, you're not going to believe this, we've sorted a bus out for Thomas. Great stuff. I thought, well, thank God for that. But I made my boy a promise that I was going to get him his bus back, that they weren't going to take it off him. And I was wounded because I thought I was going to have to break that promise to him, right? You'll never guess what. I've only got it in back. Fucking did it. I did it. I said to him, you're not doing this, alright? You're not doing this to my boy. And they fucking had to give in. They've given in. They have reinstated our cabs. Now I got some story. Oh, what a coincidence. It went back to our cabs. Yeah, alright. I said I don't give a shit if the service sorted it out. Apparently they went down the tendering process because obviously the first bus company couldn't provide the bus big enough. Apparently the one after that in the list had a bus, but the driver was unreliable. Whatever. The third one, I think they had a driver but they didn't have a bus. And our cabs were full. So they got it back. Now we all know, right, why we got our cabs back. And I don't really care. But you know, that's just her. I just want her to know that if she sees this, that I know that, you know, it was all about setting a precedent here. And you had to, you know, come out with this, whatever you concocted and whatever. And that's fine. I don't really give a shit. All I wanted was his bus back, and I got it. But all I'm going to say is, Miss Turton, is I will be meeting you soon when I'm, you know, revelled in my glory and basked in all, you know, that I beat you. Because you'll be wounded, woman. I know you will be wounded, right? You didn't want to give in. Last week, you were like, get stuffed, I'm sticking to my decision. But then, when it was shown that actually Thomas had self-harmed, after you'd said, well, before and after you'd said that, and you'd been warned about it, lack of duty of care, neglect, you know what I mean? Not great on your CV, them murder love. So you made the right, well, somebody made the right decision, and I don't think you had much choice to agree. So, you know, there you go. But I don't really care about you anyway anymore. You're fucking irrelevant. I will do when I get my head back on. But all I'm going to say, so I won. I beat the LA, right? I've got my son's bus back. They are coming. All the fucking families are ecstatic. Brian, our driver, was crying on the phone. Then Mina, who's the escort, who's not been so well, so she's having a bit of time off, but his other escort, who he used to have, is going to be in her place till she gets better, came round last night and got pissed with me. Oh, that's Stu Allen Rob. She kept calling him Steve Allen. It was friggin' hilarious, right? So, anyway, all's good. I won. And all I want to say to you all is, never give in, right? You know you're right, right? You keep going. Right? They nearly brought me, right? It was evil, right? What I had to do, go through. But I remembered what I promised my son, and what I promised Mina, and what I promised Brian. They're not going to do this to us, right? And I stuck with it. And when I was on the floor, that's what kept me going. Those promises, right? And I did it. And if I can do it, right? It's an hard slog, but if you know you're right and you want it enough, right? You can beat anybody you like, right? So just remember that. That's a little bit of Shazza advice. Okay. So all's good in the world. It's Saturday. We've got Stu Allen on. Ekka's still texting Daz, and Daz, answer your bloody phone for Christ's sake. She's doing me head in now. I'm taking Thomas swimming this afternoon. Mish Demeanor is on in the Black Horse at Charlie tonight. Bit of a bounce now. I've not started a babysitter yet, but it's only about a corner from me, so I'm sure I'll drag somebody, Paul in or something, hopefully. If he's still not with his girlfriend, because they broke up. Ka-ching. No, I shouldn't say that. Oops. No, but it's great for babysitting. So, yeah, if anybody wants us coming out to Black Horse, we'll be celebrating that Shazza beat the almighty LA. And got Thomas's bus back. And it doesn't matter how, who, what, how it happened, right? It wouldn't have happened if I hadn't have worked like I have, drove myself insane. My head's a bit mushy now, right? I'm not making much sense. I keep getting confused. I can't, but that's just because like the stress has just gone like whoosh, whoosh. And I just feel elated. And when I told Thomas, like, after the holidays, guess who's coming picking you up? Brian and your bus, and Alfie and Eric and Sam, his little face, it was worth everything, all of it, all the stress, all the aggravation. I'm going to have a rest now, and then after he goes back to school after the holidays in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be on it, because they need to sort out the shit that I found. So that is I will make sure all the family goes through what we did, things have changed. So it's all good, and I'm going to have a meeting with Ms. Turton, because she's going to look me in the eye, right, and I'm going to have my say, and depending on how she reacts to what I have to say, and I'm never rude, I'm just a bit brutal at times, I'm not going to be nasty, I'm just going to tell her what I think, and if she doesn't apologise and be nice to me, then, I have options, but we'll see what happens, anyway. As I thought you'd all like to know, and I've waffled on again, and that's me in it, but I'm going to stick this on now. I'd like to thank absolutely everybody who has kept me going, sent me messages, said you're doing the right thing, keep going, don't let them grind you down. All my friends, my autism friends online, all my friends I've drove them nuts, man, all of them, Erica, Mish, Jude, Freud paper, but I need, even if they didn't listen, I just needed to vent, and they knew that. And I'd like to thank, obviously, everybody else, Steve Allgate, Lindsay Oil, Bev Murray, for the three main people. I'm not going to name the people at the LA, because there's not really any need, but if they're watching this, they'll know they are. If it hadn't been for you two listening to me, I think I'd have gone fucking bonkers. Well, we're already bonkers, but I mean, proper lost it. So you two definitely helped, and all good in the world, and I can't wait for to go back to school. I'm not sure, they said after holidays, I'm wondering if it's on Monday. I'll have to find out about that, but anyway, whatever. But it's happening, and he's got his bus back, and it's the David and Goliath. I told you I had them by the bollocks. I did, they didn't believe me, but then it all became very clear, and they shit themselves. So thanks everybody, I shall see you soon.
See you soon!
She keeps me sane, well, she makes me look sane. See you later, bye.